Hey, what's going on, assholes? I'm making a video, so you should be thankful. If you have Twitter topics or questions that you would like to send me for future videos, feel free to follow me on Twitter and sycophantically worship my tweets, because that's what I expect. You know, that's just pretty natural. But whatever, let's get on to this. First person, Asian Remy. You could make a We Can't Be Friends If series. I could do that, but I don't want to start ostracizing all of you guys. Like, for example, if I made an accurate one of those and said, we can't be friends if you wear power balance bracelets, those things that like magically give you wizard powers and make it so you like can't fall over or something, except they don't. If you wear one of those, we can't be friends. If you wear Crocs, we can't be friends. If you have really, really bad BO all the time, we can't be friends. But that's really more of something that I'm not being mean by disliking you for. That's something you should kind of just take under control. Yeah, I'll have to put some thought into this. Another good one, we can't be friends if you're black, obviously. And you can't be friends if, you know, you haven't seen Shawshank Redemption. What if I just went the rest of the video and just pretended like the whole black thing was what I meant? That'd be great. there are tons of comments like, what? They're skipping back a little bit, like, he said something about power balance bracelets, but he said he didn't like black people. Alright, next person. Connor Wiley. Talk about if you ever had a near-death experience. Yeah, I have near-death experiences all the time. I go driving everywhere I go, and I do not trust those fucking lunatics out there on the road. Because what's scary is that everybody's driving a killing machine, a veritable killing machine. You know, everybody knows that. But at the same time, when you're out on the road and you see another driver, you never really consciously think, like, hey, that's the same kind of deluded moron who believes like the shit he sees on the evening news or something like that. And so you'll see someone like that, or they'll have a bumper sticker that says, like, you know, like shows like Jesus riding a dinosaur or something, and you're like, wow, I can't believe these people can wipe their own asses and nonetheless drive a fucking automobile. You know, that's how I think about it. But yeah, I no for reals near-death experiences, unless, you know, in my sleep at one point a murderer like came up and like put a gun to my head and then changed his mind. That would be near-death. And in that case, I'd rather not know about it. That'd be pretty traumatizing. So, next person. The Deity Ryan, new James Bond movie. I haven't seen it. Really don't care to. You know, I just not a huge James Bond fan. I'm just not. And I don't like the guy who plays James Bond now. Not that much. I don't even know what his name is. Whatever. Alright. Michael1108, self-motivation or creativity? Well, seems like those have to be mutually present for anything to get done. You know, you need some self-motivation to get yourself going, and you need creativity, otherwise you're just using your motivation to achieve the dreams of someone else, you know? But then again, that seems to be the more normalized things. Most people don't actually pursue their goals, they pursue, you know, the goals of someone else, usually someone vastly wealthier than them, for a stipend, you know, something like that. But, man, that was a bleak outlook on life, really. But as long as you have those two things, insert encouraging comment here. There you go. You already got a question, the Deity Ryan, you don't get another one. I Toast Ninja. How awesome is burning to death in zombies? It's just not awesome. I'm not happy about it, but thankfully I haven't been playing as much in the last few days because I've been back home for break, so that's been a nice respite from zombies. Just kidding, I want to be on it all the time, clearly. But, you know, it's just stupid. It's a stupid addition. You know, I'll come out and say it. I don't want to be that asshole who just leads the brigade against Treyarch, because I won't be, because I'm lazy. You know, I lack that self-motivation that we talked about a few seconds ago. You know, it all comes together. But, yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's just frustrating. It's not even the fact that you burn to death often. It's just I don't like the flames on my face constantly. You know, it's just... Or not my face, on my field of vision. It's just irritating. Tim Innes. Girls that try to act nerdy to appear original and cute. I mean, I don't really care. I mean, if they want to act nerdy and that happens to make them look cute, then that means there's another cute girl that is in my presence. You know, it's a good thing. I'd rather... I don't understand the complaints with the fake gamer girl kind of thing. Like, first of all, who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? You know, if I wanted to walk around and pretend that I was, like, super good at karate or something just to, like, get in with the, I don't know, who likes karate people, whatever the fuck. All the 7-year-olds down trying to get their white belt because I saw a Jackie Chan movie. But, you know, nobody would care. Nobody would give a shit. They'd be like, wow, that's really kind of weird and lame that you're doing that, and you're that insecure that you have to try and adopt this false persona and put up a facade. But, you know, I'm not going to call you out on it unless it's like a really ridiculous thing. But since with the gamer girls, everybody's like immediately on their back, like, oh, you're not a real gamer, are you? Blah, 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 like stuff like that. But yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't care. But I do know the kind of person you're talking about. Just like any kind of person, if they take it to an extreme where like it's someone who's clearly never like even played Pokemon, or, you know, and they're trying to like make like really nerdy, crazy references to it, or they wear glasses without, you know, frames in them. But then you just go from fake gamer to, you know, functionally retarded, and I don't really think that's the same thing. Millionaire Club. How you fell in love with zombies, and for my idea, I demand a shout-out. Nope, you don't get one. You don't get one, Millionaire Club 3. You do not get a shout-out, Millionaire Club 3, you faggot. Take that. OG954 Leon. Oh, hell no. Oh, no, you didn't. Well, that is not a question. MacView, something philosophical. Let's think of something philosophical to say. Let's think of a little trite saying that'll give you hope every morning for the rest of your life. I can't think of it. Sorry. It is what it is. That's a saying that I hate. What does it mean? There's a comedian on somewhere online who does a stand-up about that. I don't know. Whatever. But no, I will not talk about something philosophical, because clearly you don't want to hear something philosophical, because if you did, you would have put more effort into inquiring about that, and by a little effort, I mean putting a question mark, you know, something like that, or maybe a suggestion of something philosophical. So there's your problem, sir. You want me to spoon-feed you your philosophy, when in actuality you have to do the hunting and all the finding for yourself, and then maybe I can help you clarify it and shave off the edges of that philosophy, but I need you to go out there and do it yourself, Mr. Kirill Clemson. Do it. See, that was the encouraging thing. Alright. Jelly Jiggle 23, my prolapsed anus. Come on, man. Get a normal name. What's your opinion on the equality of horses and midgets? I didn't even know that was a thing, you know? I think that they are certainly both alive. They're both good things, and I'm in favor of them, you know? I support it. 2 thumbs up for both horses and midgets. And they prefer to be called handicapped. No way. Little people, so screw you. I'm just kidding. Little people. That's so mean. Calling someone a little person. Just like that. That's even a bigger bitch move. That's condescending. But I've talked about that before. Stadak. Black Ops 2 multiplayer thoughts if you have even played it yet. I have played it. My thoughts are, it's pretty much carbon copy of every other Call of Duty of what I've expected from that. One thing I do notice is that camping is abundant. You know, people are playing a lot more reserved in this game, but overall, I'm not going to keep talking about multiplayer because I don't know shit about it. I haven't even played enough. Pretty much all of my gameplay on my account is from my little brother, funny enough. Like, I've only played a couple games, and I just gave him the controller the other night, and just let him go on through, and I got some experience that way. So I really don't even know the maps, so let's stop talking about things we don't understand. Alright. Kevin Wilson 94. The extent to which the Avenue Q song, Everyone's a Little Bit Racist Sometimes, is true. I haven't ever heard that song, but it's a very interesting title. You start off with everyone, so everyone out there is a little bit racist sometimes. But some people are a lot racist all the time, you know? So clearly this statement is false, because I know people who are a lot of racists lots of the time, and so it's a dumb song. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you like a dumb song. I'm kidding. Eventually, like, I'm gonna be doing this, like, playful banter where I'm, like, making fun of the people asking the questions, and someone's not gonna be, like, tactful or understand nuance well enough. They're like, I can't believe he called me an asshole, or something like that. Can't wait for it. Not that I think it's you, Kevin Willison, because, you have a cool hat on in your picture, so you can't be weird. That guy won Chris. Jesus, dyslexia much? That one guy, Chris. All right. Erections in the classroom or workplace. It happens. You know, when I was in 7th and 8th grade, I like every other dude, I'd get boners constantly. And then, like, my first thought was, like, constantly, like, oh my god, is this what life is going to be like for the rest of forever? Am I constantly going to be dealing with this horrible fear that every class and every juncture, every meeting for the rest of my life, I'm like, oh shit, hope I don't get a boner, hope I don't get a boner. And I was so convinced that that was what life was going to be for the rest of my life. It was like, well, I guess I just can't be not embarrassed in public anymore. But, yeah, that's the deal with that. Why? It sounds like that's the kind of question you ask if you did something with your erection in class. Did you do something with your erection in class that you shouldn't have done with your erection in class? Not too much that you can do appropriate with your erection in class. Alright, let's end on that note. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a rating. If you didn't, leave a favorite. Alright, goodbye.